Hi, my name is Shankai and welcome to my channel. In case you're new to this channel, I'm a day trader from Singapore and I'm currently day trading the US stock market. In this video, I'm going to share exactly how much I earned from the stock market in the first week of December and exactly how I did it. If you stay all the way to the end, I have a short bonus clip that reviews one stock that I recently bought from my longer term portfolio and I'll review how much I expect to earn from it. People say that 80 to 90% of day traders lose money and a big portion of them quit within 2 years. So am I a genius or is it all beginner's luck? Let's find out. So before we begin, I really want to thank all my friends and family for really supporting me during this first YouTube video. I really want to give a big shout out to them. It's really a very big step for me. Thank you for watching through my first video, and for those of you who watched all the way to the end, enduring it all the way through, thank you so much. Honestly, I thought that doing YouTube was actually quite an easy thing to do, but then it's actually quite a scary thing for me. Putting myself out there is actually quite a big step for me. I didn't think about how scary it is to actually put yourself out there on the internet, on YouTube especially, to put yourself out there and to make yourself vulnerable and be exposed to everybody's expectations, everybody's judgments. It's not an easy step for me. It's actually quite a big step for me, and I'm actually quite glad that I took the step. And I'm also very grateful for all the support that everybody has given me. It's just been positive feedback for me. So those are just the honest thoughts about starting this YouTube journey, and I just want to share them with you. So now let's move on to the video. So in the first week of December, I earned $562.20. So now I'm going to break down exactly how much I earned on each day and what I did on those days to earn that money. So the reason of this video is not to flex how much I earned from the stock market, neither is it to make anybody feel bad or to show people or let people think that trading is actually easy. It's actually very difficult to make money in the stock market. So I'm doing this purely to document my journey and show some transparency in the trading world. So hopefully this video will help to motivate, inspire and educate some people about trading in the stock market. Let's go. So what I learned from my stock market led course is that I need to find high probability trades. So what do I mean by high probability trades? So a high probability trade is when you combine fundamental analysis together with technical analysis. So the fundamental analysis will be about the financials, the news of the company, and the technical analysis refers to the reading of the charts. So a high probability trade for me would be that I source the news every day and then I find whatever it is that's hot for the day, good news or bad news, whichever it is, it will serve as a catalyst for the stock. So think of it as fuel for the car. So the catalyst will serve both as the fuel for the car and to show you potentially which direction the car is going to go. So let's say Tesla has a lot of good news coming out today. So maybe they said they had a lot of deliveries that they made, a lot of car deliveries that they made. So what does that mean? Firstly, it means that a lot of people are watching Tesla. So a lot of interested people are waiting to want to enter Tesla, or they really want to buy into Tesla. So secondly, you know that logically speaking, since good news came out on Tesla, you'll be expecting that people want to buy Tesla and Tesla's price is going to go up, right? So now that I've done my due diligence and I know that Tesla is going to go up for the day, or Tesla is more likely to go up for the day and people are watching Tesla, so what do I do next? Then comes the juicy question, when do I enter Tesla? So like I mentioned before, the previous analogy about the car, so now you know that the car has fuel and you know where the car is going. So now the question is, when do you get in your car and follow this car in front of you? So the answer is, at certain junctions or roads where you see that everybody is queuing up and everybody is following as well, people will always follow the crowd. How many times have you queued outside a food court or a shop in a hawker center just because you see that a certain shop has a long queue, right? You don't even know if the food is good. All you have to do is trust in the crowd and believe that it is worth the hype. Then you go and try it. You will queue up anyway. It's a Singaporean thing. I don't know. People just queue when they see a queue. Even if it's just a random queue, queuing up for nothing and people don't know about it, like people just still follow. That's the way it is. Because you know that usually when you see a long queue, you're expecting something good and it's probably worth the hype. Usually that is the hypothesis when you just first start to join the queue. After that, then you have to taste the goods to know exactly how it feels or how it tastes like. Yeah, so this is where technical analysis really comes into play, and technical analysis will allow you to read the chart. So from the chart, you'll be able to find key levels that the traders, the investors are watching. So these key levels, aka, is where the queue is at. So everybody is queuing right at the key level. When they see the key level break, then they will get in and follow the car in front of them. So everyone is queuing there and watching if the stock is going to break that key level. Example, Tesla is going to break like 700, for example. So once Tesla breaks 700, they have confirmation that Tesla is going to continue higher. You will see a rush of volume come in. Suddenly, like magic, everybody will suddenly appear out of nowhere, and then the stock will push up. So usually you see when it breaks that key level, like 700 for example, it doesn't just stop there. It will rise even further, 710, 720, because everybody is rushing in. Everybody is just frantically buying because they want to get in. So the price will just keep going up. Yeah, so to summarize, basically, like the high probability trade that I mentioned before will make up of first the catalyst, and second is price action confirmation, meaning the key level on the technical charts has been broken, where everybody is queuing, and then that is full confirmation for them to really get in and really push the stock up. So that is where you have the maximum chance of really succeeding in your trade. So let's dive into one of the trades that I took on Monday and why I took it. So like the example I gave on Tesla just now, on Monday I traded Tesla. So why did I trade Tesla? So first, we go back to the catalyst. So the catalyst for the day is that Tesla is going to be added into the S&P 500 index. And why is it going to be added into S&P 500 index? Only if you smash the like button. That's quite fun, huh? Asking people to smash the like button. Now I understand why the YouTubers do it as well, or the other YouTubers do it as well. Yeah, I'm only joking, but it really does help me out if you could just smash the like button below. Yeah, I'm still quite unnatural at saying this. You will hear more of it, and I'll continue to, just sneak my way in and ask you guys to smash the like button whenever you're watching my videos. Yeah, so Tesla was eligible to enter the S&P 500 because they started to post consistent profits. And Tesla is quite a big company, so to be added into the S&P 500 is actually quite a big deal for them and quite a big deal for all the investors as well. So meaning that all the people who buy index funds, when you buy into the S&P 500, now you'll be buying a piece of Tesla as well. Because of that huge news, a lot of eyeballs are watching Tesla, a lot of volume is on Tesla nowadays, so a lot of people are trading Tesla because they are simply interested to own Tesla. And yeah, so a lot of people are watching Tesla, which is why I was watching Tesla as well, and that is why I traded Tesla on Monday, because there's all this hype about Tesla is going to be added, I think on the 21st of December. Yeah, 21st of December. So because of that, everybody is sort of like anticipating that usually when a stock joins the S&P 500, it usually increases in price, and people want to benefit from that increase in price because everybody is interested to buy the hot stock for that day or the hot stock for that month. So now that I settled the catalyst for the day, which is Tesla, and Tesla has the fuel to go up because a lot of investors and traders are watching it, and secondly, I know that it's probably going to go up because of that good news that was supplemented. Yeah, so for the technical analysis side, how I usually trade is that I usually wait for the break of the pre-market highs or the pre-market lows, or maybe a key level on the daily chart or the 4-hour chart, for example. So now let's head to the charts to see exactly what I'm talking about. So from here, actually, you see that this is the 1 minute time frame of the Tesla chart. So what this means is that all these are representing candlesticks, and one of these candlestick represent 1 minute on the Tesla chart. Alright, so you don't have to actually know how to read this yet. Yeah, so this is just to see how the trade is gonna go. Alright, so disclaimer, this is not all I'm looking at. I'm usually looking at multiple charts. Yeah, so I want to keep this simple. For my viewers, I just want to keep this simple and stick to just one chart so you can see exactly what I'm seeing as I'm trading lah. But most of the time when I see multiple charts, but of course the main chart that I'll be looking at is still this 1 minute time frame chart, because this is the main chart that I'm trading on. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to see how my setup looks like, sometimes I post it on Instagram. Definitely check out my Instagram. I also post there daily when I'm trading. Yeah, so by knowing the catalyst, like I mentioned before, I knew the catalyst on Tesla, and I also know that what technical levels are for Tesla. So for me, my technical level now is 620.71. Alright, so this is the level that I'm watching. So let's go back by a little bit. Alright, so assuming this is the part where it comes, this is where it happens. So this is what real trading looks like. You cannot see what's the next candle that's coming, and you won't even know what's coming next. You can only anticipate what's coming. Alright, yeah, so then this is what my game plan will look like. So my entry is 620.7. The stop loss, which is the point where I'll exit the trade for a loss, and it will be 617.5. So I'll put it here, 617.5. I'll put it in red. And after that, my the price that I'll exit for is 627.82. So I'll put this in green. It 2. And I'll change it to green. Alright. So let's proceed with the trade, shall we? Yeah. So this is my plan. I'm going to buy in with 8 shares of Tesla, which is about $5,000 worth. Then if it continues to go in the direction that I want, I will add 16 shares, which is about 10k. So I'll be invested in about 15k in total. Alright. So I'll move on to the next candle. So this next candle, you see straight away it hits that price. So meaning I bought in Tesla. So what I did wrong here is that instead of buying 8 shares, I made a huge mistake here and I bought in with 100 shares instead. So 100 shares, do you know how much that is? 100 shares is actually, if you calculate 100 shares times 620.7, which is around $62,000 of Tesla. So in that moment that I screwed up, I panicked and I quickly found a chance to sell it. So luckily for me, the price was going up. So I sold 92 shares because remember I want to keep the 8 shares, right? So I sold 92 shares for a quick profit of 130 bucks, and that just left me with my 8 shares. So that is completely luck. I am not even going to say that I planned that. That was a mistake on my part, but it turned out alright for me because I entered at a place where, like I said, everybody is queuing out and everybody is entering. So just nice, I entered right here with 100 shares, but now I'm only left with 8 shares. Alright, so this in a way this trade started very haphazardly and I got like 130 bucks just for being lucky. I could have been down a lot more. Alright, so let's move on with the trade. So we go up, then you see when it goes up further and then you're like, wow, I'm a genius. Alright, continue. Okay, it's staying still, so we put a resistance here. Alright, so this is the place where it hit and then it reversed, right? Makes sense. So if it breaks this part again, that's where it continues in my direction. That's where I'm going to add 16 shares and I'll add on to my position because it's going the direction that I want. So it push up and then it continues to come down. See how it goes, and then it continues going down. Remember, this is my stop loss. So in the trade, when you see this going down, you will feel, oh my god, I'm going to get stopped out. I'm going to get stopped out. Oh, it's going down even more. Oh my god, what's going to happen? Oh, okay, now it reverses. It breaks it as well. So it breaks it. Okay, I'm a freaking genius. This trade is going to work in my favor. So what do I do here? I buy 16 shares. So let's see how it goes. And then it pushes up even more. And then it drops down. Oh my god, didn't I just call myself a genius? And then it just suddenly dropped again. It dropped, it holds. Okay, not too bad. It just keeps holding. So this part, maybe I want to shift it up a bit just to make it a bit more accurate. You can see that this is like a wall, it's like a resistance. So it keeps being blocked. You see how it keeps being blocked? Oh, okay, so finally it kind of break the wall a little bit. You see here? It broke it. And it continued going up. Okay, now I'm a genius. So when this happens, I'm going to have to move my stop loss up. Alright, yep. And we continue going. So once again, hit a wall, resistance level. Go next. Oh, okay, break again. Shift up my stop loss. Make sure I'm always locking in those profits, right? Boom, it went up again. Continue. The moment it breaks this, so we continue this. Go up. Another wall here. Right, and then we move the stop loss up again. And then we continue going up. And this is where it goes really crazy. Oh, boom, it just burst up here. And over here, I'm going to sell 16 shares. I'm going to sell 16 shares because I'm such a genius, right? Yeah, so 16 shares were sold here. And then I still have 8 shares left, right? So 8 shares left, I was actually planning to hold a little bit and push up, let it push up a little bit more and then I'll sell it. But then you see how this goes. Whoa, another big green candle. What do I do now? I see that there's a big level at 630. And then I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm comfortable holding it. Every time you see a stock that has like this kind of parabolic movement, meaning like a sudden move up, usually after that move, it kind of like there's no more energy left in the move and it will pull back, meaning it will come down again. So I waited and it hit 630 around there and I sold the rest of my shares around here. So as you can see, for the rest of the day, it kind of, right, see, what did I say? Right after that, boom, it dropped down. See how it goes? Yeah, and the rest is history. But of course, it's always possible after that, then it starts to move up again. But you see, for the rest of the day, it's kind of like just sideways. It's not really going up anymore like before. So this was the trade on Tesla that I took. So welcome back. Just so you can see that day trading is actually not as easy as you thought. Not like you look at the chart, you buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. All that is in hindsight bias. When you look past it all, when everything has happened already, and then you look back at the chart and then you see, oh, this is the lowest point, this is the highest point. Oh, it's so easy to say, I'm going to buy here, I'm going to sell here, buy here, sell here. It's so easy. But when it actually happens in the chart itself, you can see that what happens next is covered. You don't know what's going to happen next, so you have to really like anticipate what's going to happen, and you have to keep yourself in control. So the secret to trading actually is, at least for myself, I don't know about other people's secrets, but this is just my secret lah. So I'm going to share it with you guys. So actually, if I share it, it's no longer a secret, right? You guys need to keep this as a secret, alright? Yeah, so then the secret to trading is actually more of emotional awareness and emotional control when you are in the trade or about to take the trade. It's not so much about technical analysis and learning how to trade the charts. Like, all those are important as well, but that only makes up like what, 10-20% of trading. The other 70-80%, or I can't math as what did I say, 10-20%, right? So 80-90%. Yeah, so the other 80-90% is actually just learning how to control your emotions during the trade. Yeah, so before you know any of the technical analysis stuff, the most important thing you should focus on is actually yourself. You must know yourself best, you must know how you are feeling at that time, and most importantly, you must know how you react in all these different circumstances. You can see from that whole trade that it wasn't a smooth journey, even though I make money on that trade. It wasn't smooth at all, especially when I started off the trade with such a big mistake. Yeah, so Monday I made a total of $282.20. Tuesday I didn't trade at all, there was no trade setups. Wednesday I made $119. Thursday I made $161, and finally Friday I ended the week with $0, and I didn't trade on Friday as well. So what do you think I traded on Wednesday and Friday as well? Leave your guess in the comments below. Of course, I traded Tesla again. There's so much hype over Tesla, there's so much volume in Tesla. I was trading Tesla again on Wednesday and Friday. So actually, in other words, I traded Tesla the whole week. All my profits came from Tesla, and I think I was quite lucky this week because Tesla moved really, really well. I only took 3 trades this week and I didn't take any losses at all. This is not to say that trading comes without losses. I was just lucky in this week and all my wins were clustered together. You will have clusters of winning trades and clusters of losing trades. It doesn't mean that you will only win or only lose. That's not the way it is. Some traders only show their profits, some traders only show their losses, but fortunately for me this week there was only wins lah. So usually I'll have a couple of losses along the week and it's not so smooth for me. So that brings my grand total earnings for the week itself to $562.20. But enough about that. If you stay with me all the way to the end, it's time for the bonus clip. So the stock that I recently added into my longer term stock portfolio is Alibaba. So I'm actually still relatively new to investing because of how passionate and how interested I am in day trading. So I usually dabble more in day trading and not so much into investing. Yeah, so I need to find out a little bit more about the fundamentals of the company before I jump in and really invest into Alibaba. Alibaba is a Chinese company that focuses on using technology and innovation to help small businesses in China thrive and basically aim to build the future infrastructure of commerce. So their business comprises of commerce, cloud computing, digital media, and entertainment and innovation initiatives. Yes, I'm reading from a script here. I cannot remember all these things, but basically you understand what's the gist of it lah. Alibaba's main source of revenue is actually through their commerce, their e-commerce trade. Yeah, so in China they actually operate Taobao Marketplace, which is China's largest mobile commerce destination, and Tmall, the world's largest third-party online and mobile commerce platform for brands and retailers. So globally they operate Lazada. So for my fellow Singaporeans, I'm sure many of you guys know and personally use it. They also have AliExpress, which is the global retail marketplace for consumers all around the world to buy from. Yeah, so for wholesale commerce, what they do is they operate Alibaba.com, and it's China's largest integrated international online wholesale marketplace. So if you want some information about their financial statements, feel free to go online to check it out, alright? But here are just some information in this simplified form. And so if you guys have been following the Alibaba news, you'd know that Alibaba recently dropped by quite a bit. So why did Alibaba drop? So basically there was an anti-monopoly investigation that was launched against Alibaba, which kind of says that they have been monopolizing the market over there in China lah. So they wanted to just make sure that it's fair play for everyone and make sure there's no monopolizing going on. Yeah. So another one is the Ant Group, which handles Alipay for Alibaba, has been stopped as well for its IPO. So these are the general reasons that Alibaba was kind of trading a bit lower right now. However, I think in the long term it will still work out for Alibaba and they will continue to dominate the marketplace in China. So for my fellow Singaporeans, you remember the days where we were stuck at home, we couldn't go out. That was, I think, early on this year, around April, May, June. And then when you were at home and you needed something, where do you get your stuff? It's either Amazon, Lazada, Shopee, any of these e-commerce websites. You know that they are here to stay and you know exactly how the world has shifted now. Now that you have gotten so many of your things online, actually you realize that you don't really need to go down to the stores or the shops anymore. A lot of things can just be delivered online. So if we go into my account here, you would see that I actually have about 17 shares of Alibaba at an average price of $234.70, which is about 4,000 USD. Yeah, so if you look at the daily chart of Alibaba, you can see that Alibaba has actually fallen quite a bit from its all-time highs. So if it just goes back to its all-time highs, which is around the 320-ish level, I will have gained maybe about a 35% profit, which is about 1,400 USD, which is still pretty good profit. Yeah. So then the magic question comes: what if it drops more? I'm sure everybody wants to know that. Yeah. So what if it drops more? Will I sell? Will I buy? So if it drops more, I'm actually considering to buy more around the 200 level and the 230 level. Somewhere between that range, I'm going to buy some more. That's if there's no change in the fundamentals of Alibaba and I'm still very confident of them growing into the future. So in my opinion, this is just a temporary setback for them and I think they will bounce back from this really well. However, this is not a recommendation to buy this stock. I must be very, very clear about it right now. I am buying this stock right now, but it doesn't mean that you have to buy this stock. I'm not recommending this to anybody to buy this stock. If you want to buy this stock, you really have to do your own due diligence and you have to make your own informed decisions based on the information that you have gathered from your own research so that you can buy with more certainty and you can hold it with more certainty. Because if the price drops right after you buy, and I can almost guarantee you the moment you buy, the stock is going to drop. And once it drops, that's when you panic and that's when everybody runs away, everybody is quiet about Alibaba. Then what? Then you will have the internal conflict in yourself. Should I buy? Should I sell? What should I do? Yeah, so all I'm doing is actually putting my money where my mouth is and showing you guys what I'm doing. You guys don't have to follow what I'm doing and I hope you guys are not following what I'm doing. If you have stayed with me all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to destroy the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you can add me on Instagram here. Happy New Year and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.